This conference will now be recorded.
2026. Do I have any corrections, additions, or a move to approve?
I don't have any corrections.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank
And
you.
I'll
Is there a
second.
second? Thank you, Jeremy. All in favor? Thank you. Next on the agenda is discussion of an ordinance amendment defining adult entertainment. And I think we have at least one member of the audience who's here to request clarification on this.
Yes, ma'am.
I recognize Jeff Meadows, the GM of McDaddy's.
If you will, let
Sorry.
me introduce them.
okay,
Yes, yes,
okay,
ma'am, before
yes,
we ask any
Yes,
questions.
yes,
So,
yes.
just give you all a little bit of background on this. We started getting some folks kind of kicking tires on this. And when we started looking, of course, we have a definition for this in our ordinance right now. So it is defined, right? And so it's also a special use in a B30 district. So just point out the parallel between that and vape shops, okay? So that is categorized the very same as a vape shop. What I did want to do, in talking to the folks that kind of kicked tires on this, that the answer was, can we do this in town? And that the answer is no, not without special use permit. It's only this one parcel that you can do that in, right? So that's the answer.
Yes.
But I didn't want somebody to challenge the town on this. And so in advance of a formal request of doing anything, not that I know that one is forthcoming, but in just an abundance of caution, we wanted to go ahead and put a definition of these things in our ordinance in advance of that. So, not only can I tell them that, yes, you have to have a special permit, a special use permit, and it's allowed in sports, I can also define to them what in fact that does entail. So what we come up with is an all-encompassing definition for that type of entertainment. So, back to you.
So we have Jeff Meadows here, who is the GM of McDaddy's, and he was requesting clarification of this language because of some of the conditions and games and so forth that exist now at McDaddy's.
Because the gaming.
Can I make a motion?
Oh, I'm sorry.
My question is because we have so many electronic games and some of them are skill, some of them are, they play by tickets, and I didn't want to be a new board come in 5 years from now and read it and then cause us a kerfuffle, because we do have those games, and our bowling leagues do run paid tournaments, which
I don't think this pertains to tournaments or anything like that. So just, I don't think it says anything about tournaments. Just what I'm familiar with at McDaddy's, there's no gambling that goes on there. So I think if you look at Spirit of Ten, if you look at every one of these things right here, it all revolves around gambling, right? So it's gambling for profit. Is what that is.
okay.
I don't think everything that y'all provided there is the same as gambling.
Right, and I was worried, the concern was the bowling tournaments that they do pay out. Our leagues pay out every once the leagues are done, they pay out. Now, according to my understanding of ALE law and ABC law, as long as it's a skill based and McDaddy's itself does not profit from it, then it's
I think as long as y'all don't put casino machines up there, you're doing that to a sense. I don't think that's either the true definition of the spirit.
okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that it was defined, and I didn't want to get a new board 5 years from now and that causes a bit of grief, their understanding of it.
Well, now you've also put it in the minutes of this meeting, and you've kind of defined it a little bit better.
The other side of that is, of course, that use over there.
Yep.
That's regardless of the precedent that's set here tonight, or the governing board decides to do this, that's what we established. There existed prior to this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Any more comments on the,
So would poker tournaments count as that's a skilled base? I'm just asking.
So here's the thing with that. This is how I would see that.
Okay.
And here's where that may be something that you recognize that your board comes in and sees the difference. So
Yeah.
if it's a poker tournament, and say it's a poker tournament that's a one-off.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's very different. I think anything that's a one-off, say it's a fundraiser,
Mhm. Well, that's what I was gonna ask, if it was if Mac Daddy's did
For
do,
this. So I
Yeah.
think we have a special event process.
Okay.
That you can go through for that. Right? So it gets looked at, and I think a one-off is different than a use that is there. So while zoning may affect a one-off, it's always been my interpretation. It's, you know, if it's a one-off, it needs to go through the proper procedures,
Mhm.
that special event, right? Instead versus, so if it was a business that, you know, operated in 300.
Yeah,
You know, year
yeah.
round, that's different. Right?
Okay.
Then a one-off
All
tournament.
right.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, what if there was a poker tournament for charity once a year, but it was no funds were profiting, no funds was going to the people that were actually holding it. They were just going to, so, okay, that's
I
great.
think that goes to that conservation process.
Okay.
If that happened today, if that came in tomorrow, that's how I'll process. it.
Okay.
Or a special event process.
Perfect. That was my question.
Good question.
All right. If there are no further questions, shall we go through the process of the text amendment request?
Yes, ma'am. So I want to work through this with y'all, if that's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna ask for a motion to approve or deny first, just to gauge which way we're going.
Entertain a motion to approve or deny.
I would make a motion to approve it.
Second.
Or you can, all right.
Here's a second. All in favor? Unanimous.
Okay, very good, thank you. So the next is, and you'll see what you have in front of you is the same one we're gonna pass to the commissioners, right?
Mhm.
For consistency and clarity all the way across the board. So this is a recommendation that y'all are making to y'all, so I'm gonna carry this verbatim.
Okay?
What y'all say. So, the commissioners find and determine that this request is consistent or is not consistent with the goals and objectives of the town of Cape Carteret land use plan. Because we're looking for why this is consistent. You voted to approve. This is consistent with our land use plan. So I would offer, if somebody wanted to say this would be a good icebreaker, start anyway. It is consistent with our land use plan, because typically we look at uses like this that are uses that need to be constrained to a single zoning district away from residential zoning districts.
And that's the reason why. It's great. Uses.
It is reasonable and in the public interest because, again, this use being in the same vein as other similar uses, limiting it to special use permits and be very consistent and reasonable and serves the public interest in Cape Carteret.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second? All in favor? Thank you. All right. This will be presented at the next Board of Commissioners meeting, which will be Monday, July 13th. Have we decided to pass the buck to you on reporting to the Town Board of Commissioners?
I had suggested, but I don't know that we formally decided to do that. So we talked about the repetitiveness of planning commission member coming in, and of course, y'all are all welcome any and every time. But it is repetitive with professional staff for y'all to come and say, this is what we talked about, and then 2 items later, I said, this is what we talked about.
Mhm.
So, if it would be okay with y'all, I know, talk to most of the board, if not all of the board commissioners. They would
Yes.
be okay with that.
So
Do we
I
have to-
consensus to ask our manager to report on the town zoning board meetings to the commissioners in advance or as he wishes instead of one of the
Yeah,
members?
as you wishes.
Thank you. We have consensus. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's something we need to vote on, or no, we just have
We
to pass?
consensus.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So our next planning board meeting is Tuesday, July 21st, 2026. Be 6 o'clock here as usual. Are there any planning board member comments? I have one question. What are we doing to get a veterinarian in this town?
I wish we could find one that wanted to be here with us. We've got a great facility over there that's set up for one already.
Have there been any feelers from the town to NC State Veterinary College, for example?
Not in T State.
Or anybody.
We made papers to multiple people concerning that.
I'd love to have a report on what we're doing as a town to get that building occupied.
Right, so, and I would tell y'all that you citizens can do the very same.
Yes.
If you know somebody that they kind of struggled in moving that piece of property. So,
I've sent it out to a few people.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's what I did.
I talked quite a few about it. So,
Thank you.
quite a
Thank you.
Facility.
few. It is.
Any further comments from the planning board? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Go ahead.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you. Second? All in favor? Thank you. We're adjourned.
Thank you. If y'all are interested in the kids fishing tournament, we have an activities committee meeting tomorrow night at 6, right
And-
here. We're gonna talk about that and other things that we're doing in town. So we would welcome and invite y'all to come participate and volunteer. So.
And folks, take some cookies home if you don't want to eat them yourselves. I just don't want to eat them